G'day, Steeler Nation. Welcome back to Steeler Nation Australia. I did this poll the other day, guys, and this was more about Steelers versus Dolphins, who to blame. But I'm also going to try and make this relevant to the season because we are 2-5. At the time of recording, the poll got 122 votes, and we had Mike Tomlin getting 8%, Matt Canada 58, which he bears a lot of the blame for the Dolphins game. And he bears a lot of the blame for the season. Kenny Pickett got 10%, the whole team got 12%, and the whole organization got 11%. But if you were to shift this and who's to blame for the 2022 season, who's to blame for the 2-5 record, you probably have to single out the coaching. Like, let's be fair. It's Mike Tomlin, it's Matt Canada, it's Terrell Austin, and it is the organization. Right? And you guys can write in the comments all you want. Look, I'm a Tomlin guy, you know it. My mate Mike O'Malley said the other day, come to the dark side and see what the Steelers for what they really are. And I tell you, it's hard because this is the first losing season I've ever had. I started watching back in 2002 with Tommy Maddox, and in 2003 they went 6-10. And back when I was 12, 13 years old, I had no idea how the game worked. And to some fans out there, I still, in their opinion, I have no idea how the game works. But I do. Been watching it a very long time, 20 odd years. And the Steelers sit here before the bye and the Eagles game and versing an opponent that's 6-0 and also versing an opponent that we haven't beaten in Philly, I believe, since 1948. Something like that, right? We have everything against us. And we're really just shooting ourselves in the foot. Last week versus the Dolphins, the game was terrible in the second half. Every time the offense got the football, you kind of knew they weren't going to do anything with it. The Matt Canada offense is stale, boring, terrible. And I'm actually kind of sick of talking about it because we all know how bad it is, right? We all know how terrible that offense is. Skillful players, but bad plays and bad play design. So this might very well be a losing season because if we lose against the Eagles, it's going to be 2-6. And then the blame and the hot seat shifts further in the direction of fire Tomlin, fire Canada, fire Terrell Austin. And also a lot of pressure on the whole organization. Now, what I will say is going this long without a losing season is quite a mean feat. It's awesome to see that our Steelers have not had a losing season in such a long time. However, for it to crash like this and to burn so easily, it's kind of horrible to watch. It really is bad to watch. I'm not excited for the game versus the Eagles. Waking up at 4 a.m. The Matt Canada offense can't score more than 20 points. So you have to hold Jalen Hurts to 16 points, maybe 17, possibly, which isn't going to happen. So yeah, overall, guys, who's to blame? It's a hard question, but it does fall on the coaches. It falls on every single individual player. And in total too, it falls on the organization. But let me know in the comments below. Use this comment section to vent. Tell me something that is absolutely not even relevant to the Steelers. What's your favorite color? What'd you have for lunch today? What's your favorite food? Because at this point, it's going to be very interesting to ride this season out, knowing the fact that we won't have a chance to go to the playoffs. And once you're eliminated or knocked out, what do you do then? You just watch your team play and try and hope them to see them win? Or do you go on the other side and hope they lose so you get a higher draft pick? I'm always going to cheer them on to win, but at the same time, if they lose football games, you'll get a higher draft pick, which I don't condone the team to tank, but it's still interesting to think about. It comes down to the last few games, and if you don't want to win that game and you go from fourth to first, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the fan base judges that style. However, we still have a long way to go. We have a long way to go, about 10 games left, but we're right in the middle thinking This has to be the last chance of all chances. And yet we're versing the 6-0 Eagles at home. So I don't know. So yeah, the question is, guys, who's to blame? Is it everyone? Is it Mike Tomlin? Is it Matt Canada? Who's to blame? Is it Steely McBeam? I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Thank you for the constant support. I do appreciate it. It's awesome. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.